everybody, welcome to Edu Talk. Today I and Lakshmi here are here to discuss the significance of gender diversity within any organization. So Lakshmi, what do you feel is the representatives of females within the workforce right now?
Vidhi, even the organizations are doing their best and they are really striving to bridge the gap between the gender diversity within their organization. Unfortunately, still it's there. As per the report released by the Kerala government's Department of Economics and Statistics in 2019, it says the male who are economically active is 50%, 57%, and the female who are economically active is only 25%. So that means 75% of women are still, economically inactive, while they don't deserve to be inactive, and they can do wonders if there are situations better to absorb them.
So that means there's a lot of talent, in the market which can do wonders with different organizations if they enter themselves into the market. Also, these numbers may be concerning because according to the same statistics which was published by the Kerala government in 2019, it was said that if we talk about the Masters in Commerce courses, for example, there were more than 75% of female applicants.
Okay.
So they have outnumbered the male applicants. So here, if they are not active in the economy, it's very important that these literate and educated professionals take active part in the Indian economy and do their contribution for the country. So I think this issue of a lower representation of females is like a global issue. However, what should the organizations do to find a resolution or to reach that level, at least try to reach that level where a diversity of gender is maintained and there are equal number of male and female counterparts within the organization?
There are lots of things that the organization can do consciously to reduce the gender gap within their organization. Leaders should consciously identify first where there is gender gap, because it's not there in all the teams. There are some teams who have better representation of female, for example administrative, project management, etc. But there are certain teams especially who are into STEM, engineering or accounting, or those teams where are tech teams, for example, where there are a huge gender gap or there are negligible representation of female, while we have good number of engineers, female engineers graduating. Even we have college entirely dedicated for the female. We have female only engineering colleges also, where good number of female engineers are getting passed out. So one thing they can do is consciously identify those teams and consciously hire female more, especially they are targeting all these female colleges. They can do drives where from the events where females attend, like Grace Hopper tech event, where they can specifically go and hire the female employees.
Recruitment drives specifically for females.
Females, yes, exactly. And even come up with certain programs which would help female to grow to the leadership level, because even though they join the organization at the grassroots level, they may leave at certain point of time because of the other responsibilities in their career. So these potential females could be identified within the organization and they could be given extra support hand. They could be mentored, coached throughout their career. They could be helped for upskilling their skills, and wherever required, given extra personal time off, like years, maybe career break or
like
something.
Be given to them.
Correct. So that they can come back and join and then grow to the leadership level. So I believe by doing so, you will have a loyal employee to the organization, right? So they'll feel loyal towards the organization. They'll feel belonged with that organization because they were taken care of. So no matter whatever we say, the female have lots of responsibilities to play during their whole life career, and somewhere they prioritize their personal life, and they have to take a break, or take a step back, if I would say, from the career. So if there is an organization who would give an extra hand to the female during those times, they would definitely come back to the organization and be loyal to them and grow to a leadership level in there, and they'll be more effective, I think, somewhere than the male counterparts who have ample of other opportunity. One, and two, even organizations can develop certain female returnee drives, where they can, there would be female who would have worked for only 1 year and would have to take a break for starting the family, and then due to other caregiver role they have to play during their life, due to for mother-in-law, father-in-law, in-laws, or their own personal family members, that they wouldn't be able to continue their career. So for those female, they can come up with this returnee programs, which most of the organizations have come up with now, and they could, wherein they would be they could be upskilled to the current market skills that is there relevant currently in the market, and then absorb to the roles which is there in the organization. So even they will feel belonged to, and they'll be there for the longer run in the leadership role, is what I feel.
I think there should be some efforts again. I think only the employer side is usually discussed, that the employers can do these initiatives and those initiatives which can help not only females but also everybody in the organization. But I also feel like I'd like to add to your point that even employees should take a step to help the
Very true.
employers out, where if they are planning a family, maybe they can be transparent to the organization that this is how I intend to work in the future, and I am informing you well in advance that this is this is how the future looks like to me.
Very true.
And I think that now with the changing times, spouses also understand each other's career trajectories, and they also take that extra leap to help each other out in the professional goals together. So I think with the changing times, setting right expectations with the family and the right expectation with the work can actually ease out the traditional expectations out of females, where they have to
They're
take
the only
that
ones.
they have to either take a break in the career, or leave whatever they are doing to satisfy the familial expectations.
Very true. Yes. So it should be both from the employee and the employer's end. The conscious efforts should be made, so that it opens the door for the female, for the future also, to so that this gender gap doesn't exist. I envision a future wherein we would reach to a certain level where this entire gender gap is going to go away. We have good representation of male and female in each walks of the life. So it should be conscious effort on both the end, basically.
I think when we are heading, towards the closure of this discussion, we should also rightly highlight to the organizations that how important it is to have a neutral perspective for males and females, as a collaborative approach of both the males and females with an organization can take the organization to the next level. For
Right.
example, we can talk about attributes like sympathy and nurturing and cooperative nature of females, which is a very important thing to create that atmosphere where the employees feel belong to each other, as you had highlighted earlier. And we can talk about the male counterparts who are team members, who are assertive, right, who know where they stand and where their team stands, right. So when we think about the attributes of males and females together, I think they can take the organization to the next level. It's just that the right number of
Mix is there.
mix is maintained, then I think it will do wonders. What do you feel about it?
Very true. So to have a high performing team within an organization, we should have right balance of both male and female representation. Rightly said, sympathy, empathy, it's nurturing. These are all inherent nature of a female. While assertiveness, go-getter attitude, it's there in both. I'm not saying a female is not a go-getter,
Definitely.
but it's more for sometimes male display it more in certain scenarios. So somewhere it's a balance between both, and to create a belonging culture, or to create a wholesome culture, and the purpose-driven organization, I think striking an equal balance is very important within an organization for both the male and female representation. It was lovely having this chat, and hopefully we would we would see a day where we would have achieved this stage where the organization has both good representation of both the genders within the organization. Thank you.
Thank you.